Steve is a unique individual for many, many reasons. He was an avid lover of all things mechanical, not just cars. He loved motorcycles, he loved airplanes, he loved to go fast, he loved mechanical things. And he was the real deal. He didn't just talk about it, he did it. He raced motorcycles successfully, he raced off-road successfully, he raced sports cars successfully. And I think that's why for collectors, his cars are really special. Not only are they great cars, because he had fantastic taste in cars, but they're connected to a guy who was the real deal. And that means something to collectors. In the day when the 930 Turbo Carrera came out, it was the car. It was the car du jour that everybody had to have.
Seeing that thing for the first time with all, I mean, it looked like the RSR Turbo, you know, toned down, but it was just, you know, you gotta remember back then what was on the roads. And the acceleration at the time was phenomenal. You could close gaps so easy. My dad had little things done to it, like on the dashboard, he had a switch put on, so it would kill the rear lights in case he was being chased a mole. But he would always tell me you can't outrun a Motorola.
He ordered it with a sunroof, positive traction, rear end, special order paint, slate gray, black interior, sport seats, dual mirrors, and later he put the 8s and the 9s on it. Came with 7s and 8s, which was standard wheels. He ordered, then he put 8s and 9s on it. But, you know, all of those personal touches that Steve had done, and he didn't do many to them. It was a pretty, the Porsche 930 Turbo Carreras were pretty out of the box, balls out cars. And a lot of people got into a lot of trouble with those. In fact, they got in so much trouble with them early on that Porsche kind of took them off the market here in the United States for a while because they were such a handful to drive. This is one of the non-intercooled 3-liter cars, and they're the very earliest of the cars. They're the rarest of all the cars, and they're the most pure of all the cars, and they've become quite special to collectors now. I think what we're going to create here is really the life story of Steve McQueen. The life story of what the Boys Republic meant to Steve McQueen still means to Steve McQueen and his family and his legacy. And I think that this car and the future owner of this car is getting that.
The car's rich in history, you know. This is the last of the McQueen cars, really, you know. That's known. That's real.